Hi, my name is Haughty Chicken, and have you decided to start streaming? Congratulations. Now, I get that you're probably very excited. You can't wait for your community to grow, you want your followers, you'd love to get a host or a raid, and so the first thing that you do is you go over to another channel with a few folks in there and you say, hey, I'm a streamer too. Chances are, though, you're not going to get the attention that you were expecting that you were. This is my guide on the etiquette of streaming, what to do and what not to do to network, to connect, and to self-promote. So this video is my top tips on what streamer etiquette is. I've been streaming for 8 months, which is not a long time, but I have learnt quite a lot from my own experience and from chatting to other streamers about the subtle and perhaps not so subtle ways that streamer etiquette is either broken by new streamers or largely you don't know about it. I will put a quick caveat here. Some streamers do not mind some of the things that I'm going to talk about. They don't mind self-promotion in their community, they encourage it. So for those people, some of what I say they will disagree with, and that's okay. But for a lot of streamers, and I know this from what I've read on social media of late, it's starting to get a little bit annoying. So I thought I'll put a video out to help new streamers understand what etiquette is in streaming. The first tip that I have is, before you go into a streamer's community or their chat, check their rules. Before you go into chat, often on the About Me page, there will be channel rules, community rules, or in my case, social values. And in there you get an idea of what is expected or not wanted within a community space. When you enter the chat itself, often there will be chat rules. Read those. Many people just press the got it button and come in, but those chat rules are important and they expect you to know them when you go and enter a chat. So, what does etiquette mean? It means being respectful and mindful of what the streamer wishes and what the streamer expects. This often revolves around self-promotion. Self-promotion is you promoting yourself in another streamer's space. Now, away from streaming, let's just say in real world, you would say it's okay to talk about things that you have in common. And it is. You could talk to your neighbour and say, have you tried that coffee shop down the road? And you will talk about something that you like together. That's kind of normal. But in the streaming space, self-promotion or talking about your own channel in another community space is often frowned upon. And what does that look like? Self-promotion can be in many forms. So I'll give you some examples of some of the things I've seen in my own community and also witnessed in other chat. Self-promotion can be like this. Oh, you stream WoW. I stream WoW too. I like those overlays. I've got those overlays too. Or, where did you get those overlays? I stream, so I would like those as well. I'm going to leave now. It's been a great stream, but I've got to go live, thanks. Or, I'm going to leave now, but I'm going to go and watch Bob. All those are promotion of yourself or promotion of someone else. Even something as simple as, can you give me some streaming tips? I think I'm going to stream. Or I stream. All of these take the attention away from the streamer and their stream to you. And that's kind of a little bit rude, or it's seen as rude by many people. If you think about it, that streamer, it's their stream, it's their channel, it's their community. They're not a billboard for you. Now, having said that, if they ask if you stream, if they ask, are there any streamers in the chat, I will sometimes do that, then it's okay. If they know that you stream and they say, oh, how's your stream going? How was your stream this morning? Or what game are you streaming now? Then that's okay to talk about streaming. Talk about yourself when you are asked, but not before. It is seen as quite rude before. And to be honest, you could end up having your message deleted. You could end up getting the annoyance of the community or the streamer themselves, or you could get banned. I do know that has happened. So just be aware. It's really a respect for the streamer and the channel that they're trying to grow themselves. They're working very hard at building their channel and their community just like you are. So that is really their space and you are a guest and a viewer there. It goes for promoting other friends as well. I have seen this where someone will come into my community that I don't know very well and they will start to say, have you seen my friend John? John streams, you should check him out. John's an Australian streamer just like you. I think you should check them out. That's really not appropriate. Not in a live channel, not in that space. If there's a space in Discord, for example, to talk about streaming, then that's okay. I actually have a designated space for streamers to talk about not only their channel, but to talk about streaming generally. But that is really up to the streamer themselves to provide that space. While we're talking about etiquette, I might give you a few other tips that I have learned over the last few months or that I've witnessed in other channels. For example, tagging the streamer in conversation during a live stream. Now, if anyone has tagged you, you will know that the entire block of text comes up as a bright red block. Now, that's okay for one or two, but if you have a lot of chat going on at the same time, you might have 10 to 15 people all tagging you. That is a lot of red scrolling up on your screen. So try and minimize that if you can. Often I'll have viewers and they will tag me in every single sentence. Now, I have asked my mods to be aware of that because it can get really distracting. So that's just a little courtesy tip that I would give you. On messaging in chat, I'll also talk about writing long paragraphs. I've noticed lately that some viewers will send big blocks of paragraphs. That can be really distracting for the streamer. I know you want to get to know them, you want to share a lot about yourself, especially when you're trying to build up a connection. But the streamer will, especially if it's a busy chat, see a big block of text. They don't know if it's appropriate to read. They don't know if there's trolling in there. They don't know if it's going to be, it could be triggering for someone in the audience. There's a lot to be aware of as a streamer when you've got a lot of people there. So just be mindful. Perhaps something like that could be put in Discord or in another space where you talk to the streamer as opposed to a live chat. When it comes to a stream ending, or if, for example, if you have to leave a stream, my advice is just leave. You don't need to announce that you're leaving unless it's been a really small chat. There's just you and a couple of other people and you've been chatting with the streamer. Then it's okay to say goodbye. But if there's a very full chat, you don't need to announce that you're going to go. Especially if you're announcing, I'm going to go and watch Bob. Again, that's a bit rude. In terms of when a streamer finishes and they're going to go and raid, usually they know who they're going to go and raid, or they're going to have a quick look at their list, see who is online and going to go and raid. What I would suggest is don't say at the end of the stream, oh, please go and raid my friend Bob. Please go and raid my friend John. I see that in so many streams. I see that in my own. I also see moderators deleting those. It's promoting another streamer, again, within that live space of someone else's community. I will share with you that once I did follow someone's advice and I took my community to another streamer that was recommended, and my community landed in quite an abusive and toxic environment. It was a big mistake. I have never done it since. I only take my community to a raid that I know where they're going to land and that it's a good fit. So just be mindful of that. On raiding, it is one of the funnest things that you can do, whether you raid with 1, 2, or 120 people. It's exciting for you, and it's really exciting for the person that's going to be raided. Unless you're that viewer who I'm going to go and raid Bob, goes across quickly to Bob and say, Haughty Chicken's coming with 100 people. Please don't be that viewer. It takes away the surprise. It takes away the wonderful element of me coming over with my community to say hello. So I've given you a lot of please do nots. But what do you do? How do you promote you? Well, the answer's in the question. You promote you. I started by promoting myself by visiting other communities. I became a part of other communities, and then I built my own from that. They got curious about me. They got to know me. I was genuine in their chat. I didn't talk about me being a streamer. I didn't talk about what I did. I talked about my likes and my interests, apart from stream, usually surrounding games. And then they came to check me out. And that's how we became friends. A lot of the people that started to follow me early on in the first and second month are still in my communities. Some are subs, some are VIPs. And they're still there. Some of the people in my communities are streamers also. And you know what? I've got to know them and I go and see if they stream. I don't know if they stream because they don't tell me. Most of them don't. But then I do find that they stream and I support them to see how that works. And you can do the same. It's important to be your genuine self. You can also use other platforms. I use Twitter, for example, to build my community. I take my content to them on Twitter. They're curious, they come back. I take it to Instagram. Now I'm taking it to YouTube. You can slowly do this as well. For me, the biggest advice is, I know it's tempting to go into a channel with 150 people and say, hey, I stream this as well. Would you like to come and see me? Chances are they're probably not. You'll just annoy them. There are some that will be okay with that, but on the whole, that's not the space. Again, we are not your billboard. You need to promote yourself. You will grow. It just takes some time. Be your genuine self. I can't say that enough. Use every avenue that you can to promote that is not within another streamer's channel. Use Twitter, use the other social platforms that you choose. But be a part of someone else's community. Let them get to know you. they will be curious about you and they will come and have a look at your content. If they like you, they will stay, and they may raid you and they may host you, and you still may be friends 8 months later, like I am with many of the streamers that are my peers now. I hope this video has been helpful to you. I know some people may not like what I have said, some people may not agree with it, and some of you, if you are streamers, you will have witnessed this as well, and you do agree with me. But if you are a new streamer, just be aware. It is difficult to not self-promote, but be aware of what you say and how you say it. It's more of a respect thing, a respect that we are all in a similar space, all trying to grow our channel. But there are ways to grow your channel. It is taking time, getting to know other people, and then they will come and get to know you. And use other platforms. I can't stress that enough, and I do have another video about that. Use other platforms to grow your channel as well. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them down below. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye for now.